Hello, beautiful people, soul family, what is up? Welcome to your weekly reading with Charmed by Jess or Charmed Reading by Jess, depending on where on this beautiful planet you found me. This is going to be your weekly reading for, oh gosh, I don't know, what's the date? It will be April 22nd, the week of April 22nd. That's going to be the Monday of this week. I know technically the week starts on Saturday or Sunday, but we're gonna go with it. I start my work week on Monday, and so that's when I'm gonna start the reading for. So my readings go Monday through Sunday. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me today. If you are new, welcome in. If you are joining us again, thank you for sharing your energy with us again, and welcome back. It's always wonderful to have you here. As always, y'all are the most important part of this reading. Without you, we wouldn't be here. So thank you, as always, for being here. This is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't for someone else. If there is a charm that comes out for you that holds a special meaning, take that as it is, as a confirmation or affirmation for you as well. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and pull for the week of April 22nd and see what comes through for us. I hope everybody had a wonderful week last week. Hold on, we had one fall on the floor, so hold please. I am sorry, before we got started, I did a meditation with, calling on spirits, angels, archangels, to guide this act of divination for the week of April 22nd. So this is where we're getting our messages from this week. Wow, so we actually have stuff that's spread out this week, which is different, and I'm still going to need to do a little bit of shuffling so we can see things a little bit clearer. It's interesting. Okay, and I'm going to flip this down just so we can see it, but I will try to remember to read that it came up on its side. Y'all, there's some energy. We need to be doing some charging of our energy this week. Actually, that was kind of more here. I think that goes right along this line. There's a lot going on there. Okay. Interesting. So, really, if you have a yes or no question that's been weighing on you, the answer is no. That's really the only charm that landed pretty solidly in a yes or no. So we're going to go with a no being your answer. If that resonates with you, if it doesn't, that's okay. I'm just going to flip that over and make sure I got that right. Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with our current energy, and we'll kind of move around as things feel right here today. Our current energy, we have this owl. Owls represent inner wisdom, seeing things really well in the darkness. So if things feel complex and gloomy, and so again, your current energy is the energy you're projecting out. So that ability to kind of make light in dark situations, and with the circle, I always kind of see that as like your community of people, or this circles have no beginning or end, so this like infinite, never-ending wisdom that you have. However, he's upside down, so where normally you are that person who can see things like the bright side, you're having some trouble this week being able to do that. Hopefully we'll get some ideas with this issue, the issue at hand, and contributing factors that will kind of clarify on maybe why that's happening. What's good is that you have the panda and that your inner self, so that's how you're kind of feeling internally. You're feeling very balanced between the light and the dark, the masculine and the feminine. Panda is also this strength, the courage, that fierce protector of the bear energy, but also they're this calming, very peaceful, slow moving They're not typically the aggressor unless it is that protective energy. So you really have a nice balance going internally. It's just kind of that external, what we're projecting out that kind of feels a little off kilter this week. Others involved. The P is what fell off, like jumped off of the table actually. And it landed like literally right in front, straight down the center, and facing the correct way. So it does land right in the middle of current energy and others involved. Let's see if I can get a word for current energy. Spirit, can we get a word for current energy with P? I got peace. So even though like you may not even be able to project correctly, you're seeing the light in the darkness and project even the inner wisdom that you have, there's kind of this peaceful energy of the week, which is really nice. That even when you don't feel like you're able to communicate clearly, and project out that inner wisdom that you have, there's still kind of like a peace that you're able to kind of navigate through this week, which is really nice. For others involved, you have the owl again. I have a feeling this has to do for a lot of you of like a guide who's with you, who is guiding you through with their wisdom. So even when you don't feel like you have the wisdom, you're able to sort of have somebody else on your side, with this other owl as your guide to kind of like give you backup or confirmation, because they were touching. So it's like, oh, I got you, I have this feeling it's a masculine energy for many of you. And then there's somebody who's coming in who might not be in your life right now with this P. I heard Peter. I don't know if that resonates or who that resonates. Obviously, it's not going to resonate with everybody. And then I just heard Papa. So, like, I don't know if that's who you refer to as like your grandfather, or maybe even your dad is your guide for your wisdom. Contributing factors, there's some things going on with a love situation. You have the love with the infinity sign here, and then you also have a yellow heart here. Yellow is bright, sunshine, happy. But it's interesting that it lands right on that line between the contributing factors and the issues at hand. So clearly there's something going on with love. And this doesn't necessarily need to be a romantic love. This could be, with a family member. It could be with a coworker. It could be or a friendship rather. I wouldn't say coworker unless you're also really close friends with your coworkers. But someone who is very close to you with this like infinite love piece. But definitely has, there's something going on there this week, for sure. And then also with the issues at hand, you've got the Gemini. So that could be either the Gemini energy, like somebody who is of the zodiac Gemini, or it could be someone who has that kind of energy that they're projecting. So like, that kind of like duality, really like they want something one way and then they turn around and are like, no, just kidding, I want it this way, and have a hard time making that connection. Could also even, for some of you, I'm getting like it represents like almost your other half, like someone who is opposite you. There's some disturbance with the peace here. So you've got the peace sign that's on top of that Gemini, and it's, again, isn't right side up, it's tilted to the side too, and it again is overlapping that Gemini energy as the issues at hand. So there definitely is something of getting like with another person, and again, it could be the sign of Gemini, or it could be somebody who has those Gemini kind of traits. Really what you want to avoid here is, sorry, I looked at that and it's Scorpio. That's it. So you have 2 Scorpio energies in things to avoid and actions to take. Sorry, that's not exactly how it was facing. It was facing more that way. Either way, not quite the right side up. So things to avoid with Scorpio, with the Scorpio energy, like that's a very ambitious, passionate, so it says passionate on that side. So really what I'm getting is be careful of getting like too emotionally wrapped up in things, getting too passionate with the situation. Kind of take a step back and use a little bit more of your intuition and logic, which is then interesting because then you have actions to take is be passionate. But I think this is more of like the loyalty and maybe even being a little bit protective of yourself and your space and that piece of the Scorpio energy. Really, you need to take some time to rest and recharge your own batteries this week. It says 99%, it's upside down. So maybe you're feeling very drained. Make sure you do whatever it is you need to do to like recharge your batteries, whether it's take a nap, read, go for a walk, drink some tea. It's going to be different for everybody, but make sure you're charging your batteries this week, because this can be super emotionally draining, and when we get emotionally drained, it also is like really hard mentally, and then you get physically exhausted. So just make sure you're really taking care of your own energy. It's interesting because you have the broom underneath the scissors, which is both about cleaning up, and I get this. You're not only cleaning up the mental clutter, but also the physical clutter. So make sure you're, when we clean out our physical space, it makes room for just expansion. Like sometimes we get so bogged down in stuff, and get so concerned with the physical stuff. It consumes our time and energy, and there are things that you need to like cut out. So I get like the broom is more like literally take time to like house clean. Do those things you need to do to check off your list. Clean the bathroom. You throw out stuff that you've been holding on to, and then the scissors, like cut things out of your life that are holding you back. Kind of like and I just think it's so interesting that they're overlapping. Like you got to do both. It's not one or the other. You do both. And the resolution is a dragonfly, so there's going to be some quick change that's going to happen. So be prepared for that. But also, the dragonfly is another symbol of transformation too. So at the end of this, you're going to come to a spot where things are just going to feel fresh and new. I kind of realized I skipped over the Z. The word that popped into my head immediately was zeal. So I'm not really sure how that plays out and how that resonates for each of you, but that was the word that's popped into my head. So that's going to play differently for each of you, I feel. And then, the other part of the resolution is peace. And I feel like your energy level will start to come back. So all of that is fantastic as we kind of wrap up and get to that. So thank you, Spirit, for the charm reading portion of this, I am going to pull a card as I always do. So thank you all for bearing with me. If this reading resonates with you, please hit that like button. Comment down below. Let me know how this is resonating with you or what you'd like to bring in for the week. I love hearing about that. If you would like an individual reading, the links are in the description box below. I'm working on my website, so that will be how in the future you will book your individual readings. And then my next in-person event will be the Fairy Festival at Rocky Point State Park for any of you local Maryland people, May 4th and 5th on my Facebook page. The links to that I just posted. So, this is a good one. 7 Deadly Sins, Humanity's Destructive Traits. Wow. Okay, so what destructive traits are you holding on to? Really what's interesting to me is the part that stands out is not the destructive traits, but really this power that you have and the beauty and the colors to really push those aside and overcome them, and all of the life and beauty that's beyond that. So as we're doing this clearing out and decluttering, maybe there are some things that we really need to take a look at and see, are there some habits that embody those 7 deadly sins that are really like killing us? That really, like, if we can clear out, will bring life back to us, get that energy level back up. That's beautiful. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging with me. I love having your energy during the week. So thank you all. Thank you, Spirit. Much love, much light. Namaste. I hope you all have a wonderful week.